Let's just go straight into it. Sziky versus SneazeL. 시작! 하겠습니다.
This stop is ISL2. The doors are on your right.
Alright, and here we go into game number 1 on Fighting Spirit. And I just realized that's the round of 8 video. It actually says round of 8. Oh well. In the bottom left, as the white Zerg, we will have a Sziky. And in the top left, as the orange Protoss, we will have SneazeL. And I need to turn on the game music. What do we have? Protoss? Terran? Ooh, looks like we get Terran music. How fantastic. Oh wait, no, is that Terran music? No, that's not Terran music. That's Zerg. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. Anyway. Oh man. Alright, before we get too into this, yes, let me do a shout out to all the sponsors. We have KLVton, TwitchTV.com, Elegant AOV, Ruskig, Trap, Megashira AOV, Noise AOV, and Miso Chobo. Huge thanks to all those fine folks, and of course huge thanks to LRM Game for doing all the organization stuffs, as well as all the other people helping us out. So, SneazeL versus Sziky, man. This, so, alright, so from the polls, most people, I think, are favoring Sziky to win. But SneazeL is the last Protoss hope, the final champion of Ire here, the last remaining Protoss in the ISL, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of cheering for him in this matchup. I am rooting for SneazeL here, so yeah, I mean, you know, usually I like to cheer for my Protoss buddies, but in this match in particular, I'm gonna be as biased as possible. So we have an overpull down for Sziky. And is it going to be a forge? It is going to be a forge. No silly gateway shenanigans coming out of SneazeL just yet. I think that'd be smart because he did see the overlord going in the right direction. So even if he was going to go gateways, I think it'd be a smart move to change up the plan and just do a regular forge fast expand instead. Now this wall is interesting to me. If he puts the gateway on top, he might wall himself in completely, which I don't like. Is he actually going to do that? And looks like we had a bit of a duel here. SneazeL, of course, making the assimilator to block the drone from making an extractor. Of course, Zerg units, or rather drones, if they morph into a building and then cancel, they regain all their HP. So you can have funny little duels like that. Anyway, SneazeL is blocking his hatchery quite a bit here. Sziky's going up to 450 minerals. Probably gonna hit 500 here before the pylon gets cancelled, and it will be forced to cancel. Yep. And yeah, going up to quite a bit of money. He made 8 lings though, and he knows where SneazeL is. But oh, it looks like 2 cannons are already in place, so that's gonna be completely safe. I don't know where this probe is going. I don't know why the lings are going there either. Oh, looks like Sziky actually was. I guess he sees the 2 cannons, so I'm pretty sure the second cannon is in range of the overlord. So he's actually just gonna go chase the probe around and defend the drone that's gonna go make a third at the bottom right natural. And man, I'm actually getting some serious glare on my monitor. I should have closed my blinds. Oh well. Hopefully, well, actually, no. You know what? That's actually perfect. Now I have a great excuse for not seeing things in the game, which is that there's glare on my monitor. So Z's doing a good job denying the scout, and looks like he has the gas already. And there's the third hatchery. Meanwhile, on the Protoss base, just taking his gas. Nexus is getting there. So this wall, I guess it's okay. I mean, there's a gap here. It's tight between the gateway and the forge, so basically a wide gap there, a narrow gap here. I think it's tight along the bottom. It looks tight, although I'm not 100% sure. But I do think that's tight. So that's a decent-ish wall. And looks like actually he sent out a second probe. I don't know if the Overlord saw that. The initial Overlord did actually go into the main, as I think it should. And the Sixlings are chasing this one probe. Looks like Sziky's actually... No, these are just going to surround this probe, so he does get it. Now, are they going to come back in time to block this one? He had 2 Lings on the ramp, but it looks like they're not there anymore, and it looks like the probe will get into the main base, but it's going to see nothing out of the ordinary, just a lair being made. So, wait a minute, I thought Sziky had 8 Lings. Why do I only see 6? Looks like there's 1 Ling here, and 1 Ling here. I'm not really sure what that's about. I mean, this Ling should have just been checking for cannon rushes, and I have no idea why this Ling is here. It doesn't even have a kill, so it's not like it killed a probe there or something. He might have just left it there to also block cannon rushes. It's kind of funny that he's lost track of this Zergling. Anyway. In the main base we do have a Stargate. I mean, the Overlord sees everything. Second gas being taken. Looks like 2 Zealots already out. A Dragoon being made. Interesting. If Sziky had not paid attention and left this Overlord in the main base or moved it out a little bit too slowly, he could actually kill this with the Dragoon, but it looks like the Overlord will get out in time. And SneazeL will go over and see this 3rd base. I don't know if he's actually scouted this yet. I mean, now he knows, but I think this might actually be the first time he's seen this base. But having seen the lair timing, he should have known that there was a 3rd base somewhere anyway, so he won't be too surprised. Anyway, it looks like SneazeL's going to move out here with 2 Zealots and a Dragoon. The Overlord is meandering out of the base. Where is he actually going, though? Ooh, did they actually see it? Wow, Sziky barely seeing this this mini attack here. Obviously, it's not going to do any serious damage. Just wants to put a little bit of pressure on Sziky, perhaps force a couple of extra Zerglings. And it's a little bit dangerous, though, because it looks like Zergling speed has finished. And 8 Lings, well, actually 8 Lings against, if SneazeL micros correctly, this force will beat just 8 Lings. But it looks like he does have a 3rd Zealot now. He's getting +1. 1 Zealot's gotten confused. I hope he actually doesn't get stuck out there and get trapped by Lings. Looks like SneazeL's found him again. First Corsair's here. It's gonna see the Spire finishing, gonna see a 4th hatch, and it's gonna see no 2nd gas, crucially. So he knows that Sziky is doing the absolutely standard 3 hatch Spire into 5 hatch Hydra. And is SneazeL doing anything out of the ordinary? It looks like he's not, so... he is actually going to lose that Zealot. That Zealot somehow worked its way all the way down here. I don't know what happened, but SneazeL making a mistake there. Also losing his first Corsair. So, you know, I mean, it's just tiny little things like this. They're not game-changing, but SneazeL doesn't seem to be on top of things so far. I hope he can pull himself together a little bit. I mean, losing the Corsair, you know, it happens, but losing that Zealot that was just walking around here, that's quite a mistake. Anyway, 2 Scourge we're going to run in here and get a scout off. It looks like SneazeL going up to 5 gateways in total, including this one at his front. +1 is almost finished. Did he get speed as well? No, it looks like speed has just started, so he's not going to do any kind of funny +1 speed while timing. Looks like he's hiding Corsairs here at the top left, though. That's interesting, and the Scourge actually don't see that. Of course, Scourge actually have quite a short sight range. So, you know, scouting with them, you're prone to miss things. Looks like Overlord speed is on the way, just now getting a creep at his natural. Looks like he's actually going to get 2. He already has 2 Sunguns here at the bottom right. That feels a little bit scared to me. I mean, he has all these speedlings checking out the front, so it's not very unlikely that there's going to be, you know, a sudden big attack, you know, bearing down on his 3rd. He could have, at the very least, if he wanted to be safe, just made the 2 creeps and just left them as creeps. You can save the 100 minerals for when the Protoss actually moves out. Looks like SneazeL's opting to get the +1 armor. Just going to harass a little bit with his Dragoon. Please don't get that surrounded. Okay, good. And just now getting Storm. That Storm feels a little bit late. And he's gonna lose a Dragoon. By the way, I didn't mention that. I didn't point this out, but about a minute ago we saw Sziky spread out all his Lings. They kind of fanned out across the map, so he's now got 1, basically checking out all the bases, making sure there's no hidden expos and such things. I mean, SneazeL does like to do hidden buildings, proxy buildings, as we saw in his series against Pyke, where he did all sorts of cannon rushes, proxy gateways, etc. It looks like he is going to move out now. He does have +1 in speed. It looks like a bunch of Hydras are on the map. They have speed, but not range yet. Okay, range is actually almost finished. It will be finished in time to stop this attack. And with this amount of Hydras, that Protoss army is not really going to do too much. Look at Sziky doing some very nice Hydra control against the Speedlots. Of course, if you just fight the Speedlots head on, they're actually pretty good. Well, actually, it looks like... Oh no, there are more Hydras coming in the back. And it looks like Sziky's control is actually what's going to win him this fight here. Of course, head-on, Zealot Speedlots are actually not too bad against Hydras in medium to low numbers. But with that kind of micro, SneazeL will have to retreat. Looks like in the meantime he is going to try and take the 12 o'clock base. His money is getting quite high. I don't know why he's going up to 1100 minerals. That's not very good. Sziky keeping his money down. Getting carapace and looks like range attack, so he will be going... he will be emphasizing the Hydra lurk, it seems. Also going for a 4th base here. I don't know why he has a link down here. He's got like random units all over the place. And oh, one link is going to see the expansion attempt, but there are units here to defend it. Also adding this extra cannon at the front. I like this very much when you're going for a relatively quick third like this, with not a particularly big army. You know, if you commit too many units here, the Zerg can actually just counterattack your natural, and you can lose games in a silly fashion, as I have done many a time. So SneazeL does have a couple of high Templars here. He has the extra cannons, so he should be fine on both fronts. Sziky's got to be careful. Looks like he is dancing back and forth. Might have been trying to bait a storm from SneazeL there. Also moving in with the Hydras, but oh, nice storm going down. Wow, but nice storm dodging as well. I think most of these units are quite damaged though, so not going to be able to do too much more. And looks like Lurker is about to finish. The 4th base has gone down for Sziky. So we are going to be seeing a fairly long game. Looks like he's actually, after +1, he is actually switching into melee upgrades. Which is fine. Of course, that's what, or you want the melee upgrade once you go into Hive Tech for the Ultra Link. And looks like he's actually going to push this away. SneazeL realizes, he's like, wait a minute, that's only 6 Hydras. I can actually just go kill that. Uh-oh, now he can't. Oh no, run! Run, Zealots! Wow. I was going to say, if that... I thought the DT was going to get through. I was like, wow, that is a sneaky DT. He actually just ran through when there was an Overlord there. He had like the ultimate cloaking. Even the Overlord couldn't see him. And then he actually just stopped and died. Looks like SneazeL's rallied into his main rather than outside his natural for some reason. I'm not really sure what this is about. He's also got like most of his gateways powered by a single pylon. The infamous Artosis pylon. And running his units through the Lurker. He's going to lose 2 Templar for free here. Where's his Robo? Okay, he does have a Robo, he does have the Observatory, as he should. But, oh no, he's going to get some Templar sniped! Ah, SneazeL, he is going to get the Storms off, though, but nice maneuvering by Sziky. Sziky with fantastic Hydra control here is going to get... He just killed 5 High Templar there for basically less than a control group of Hydras. That was fantastic control. And I mean, it's partially just a mistake from SneazeL to... Well, first suicide those 2 High Templars in the Lurkers, and then just have his Templars trailing the army like that. I mean, that is a danger when you kind of control group or mix up your... What am I trying to say? High Templars are slow. Hence, if you just A-move all your units, the Templars will lag behind and get sniped easily. Aha! I've made my point nice and clearly. Anyway, 1-1 is finished, and well, it's actually finished for both players, so the Hydras and Lurkers will have 1-1 against the 1-1 Protoss. And economically, I mean, it's 4 base against 3, it's absolutely fine for both players. So, you know, despite that loss of High Templar, there's been no serious damage done to either player so far. Both content to just macro up here, but I think now's when it's going to get interesting, because it's a little bit more difficult to take the 4th base for the Protoss.